Look at the question 15, which says, if a person increases his speed by 25%, he reaches office 20 minutes early. Find the usual time taken by the person to reach office. So the speed is increased by 25%. That means, and what is the effect of it? He reaches office 20 minutes early. We know in the percentage chapter, if anything is increased by a certain percentage, something like it's increased by X%, then the changed number will be 100 plus X%. In this case, if a number is increased by 25%, it has become 125% of the original number. If a number is increased by 20%, it has become 120% of the original number. So we are familiar of this relation of percentage increase or the percentage decrease effect. So we will apply the same thing here. The speed is increased by 25%. When it is increased by 25%, it has become 125% of the original speed. That means 125%, which is equal to 125 by 100, can be written as 1.25. Okay, so I will take the increased speed as 1.25 s, taking the speed as an s. Okay, so look at this question, how to solve. The speed is increased by 25%, so speed is 1.25 s, and the time 20 minutes early. Time is t minus 20 minutes, and 20 minutes is equal to how many hours? 20 by 60, that is 1 by 3. 1 by 3 hours, so I will take 1 by 3. So this is speed and this is time, and we know that speed into time is equal to distance. Okay, and distance is the same as again speed into time. So I'll multiply these two, which is equal to speed into time, which is distance. So let's see what comes here. 1.2 s. Now when you simplify this, this has become 3t minus 1 by 3. I write just as it is, 1.25 s, and 3t minus 1 by 3 is equal to st. Okay, now multiply this. When you open the bracket, you are multiplying this one. So 1.25 s, 1.25 into 3, which is 3.75. So 3.75 s and t, so that is st, minus 1.25 s into 1 is 1.25 s, which will be equal to, this 3 will go the other side, is 3 st. Now I can bring this 3 st the left hand side of the equation. So 3.75 st minus 3 st is equal to 0.75 st, which is equal to, take this the other side, will become 1.25 s. Now I will cancel s, so I left with t. So what is t now? So t is equal to 1.25 by 0.75. After decimal, in both the cases, numerator and denominator, we have 2 digits, so there is no use of decimal here. Now cancel this with 25, so it can be it will be 5 by 3, and 5 by 3 is equal to how many hours? 1, 2 by 3 hours. This is the answer. So if I want to write this in terms of minute, 2 by 3 hours is equal to how many minutes? That is 60 into 2 by 3, which is equal to, that comes 20 into 2 is 40 minutes. That's 1 hour is 60 minutes and this is 40 minutes, that is equal to 100 minutes. So this is the answer in terms of minutes. Okay. Now this question we don't answer the way we answered it just now. I did it because to make you understand with the general process. But in exam there are two approach we can have. One is ratio approach, the other one is fraction approach. Let's say the ratio approach. Now the speed is increased by 25%. So what was the speed ratio? The speed ratio earlier, if speed was 100, now the speed is 125. That means the speed ratio is 4:5. So the speed ratio 4:5. If the speed ratio is 4:5, then what is time ratio? The time ratio will be 5:4, just reverse of speed ratio, because speed and time are inversely proportional. We have taken, we have learned this in our previous videos. Okay, so if speed is 5:4, the time ratio will be, speed is 4:5, the time ratio will be 5:4. So that means the usual time was 5 parts. Now the new time is 4 parts. How many parts reduced from here to here? 1 part reduced. And how much time reduced? 20 minutes. That means 1 part is equal to 20 minutes. Then 5 part is equal to how many minutes? That is 20 into 5 or 5 into 20, which is equal to 100 minutes. This is your answer. Previously also we got the same answer. Okay. Now second method is a fraction approach. What is this fraction approach? Now what part of the speed has increased? 25%. That means 25 by 100. Okay. So let me explain you here. 25%, that means 25 by 100, which is equal to 1 by 4. 1/4 of the speed has increased. So we will use that figure 1/4, and we know that 25% fraction is 1 by 4. So you don't need to write the way I explained here. Okay. Speed is increased by 1 by 4. What will happen to time? Time will decrease by, as speed increase by 1 part, time will decrease by 1 part. Out of how many parts? Now 4 plus 1, 5 parts. So the denominator will change. If it is plus, then 4 plus 1, 5. If this is minus, then 4 minus 1, 3. So its denominator of time is depending on the sum of the numerator and denominator, or the difference of the numerator and denominator, depending on the sign. If this is plus, add these two and write here. If this is minus, take the difference of these two and write here. So the time is reduced by 1/5 of the usual time. And how much time reduced according to the question? 20 minutes. So 1/5 of the time is equal to 20 minutes. Then what is the usual time? The usual time will be T is equal to 20 into 5. That's nothing but 100 minutes. That is what we got even through ratio method. Okay. Either of this takes almost the same time. So there is no hard and fast rule that one will be preferred over other one. So you can follow any method you like.